Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to show you the top 5 tools I use with my virtual assistants to not only explode my revenue, but to be able to have them as effective as possible, as quickly as possible. Hey guys, Justin Nelson here, owner and founder of SphereRocket Virtual Assistants, a virtual assistant staffing company that's placed over 10,000 plus virtual assistants across 4,000 plus business owners across the world. And today I want to share with you a few of the top tips and tricks from some of our best clients, from my own personal experiences. I have about 200 virtual assistants on my own personal team, and I want to go through the top 5 softwares we use with our virtual assistants, some that are free, some that are paid, and that just make our day-to-day way easier. So number 1 is Google Sheets. Now I'm going to put down below one of my Google Sheet templates that one of our coaches has created that we use on a day-to-day basis with our new hires. You are going to see that this is crazy. As an 8-figure company making millions and millions of dollars, we use a Google Sheet for over 90+% of our business. The reason why we do that, it's one of the simplest forms to use. It is one of the simplest tools that people across the world know. Excel's been around for a long time. Google Sheets is so easy to use, and so it's so easy to track, it's so easy to back up, it's so easy to a lot of things. And so we use Google Sheets for a lot of our different tracking. Now, when I say tracking, this is task list tracking, this is SOPs, this is processes, this is systems. And I'm not gonna dive too much into it because the sheet itself down below is really self-explanatory. But in the sheet, for most of I'll give you guys the best easy example. If you hire an executive assistant tomorrow from us, you'd be able to open this sheet up, put their top 50 task list in there. If you use our getaway exercise, which there's a video, will be here on the side, and if not, search SphereRocket Getaway YouTube channel. You guys will see kind of our process on the getaway. But if you follow that process, you're able to put the Google Sheets document and you put in their daily task, their weekly task, and their monthly task, quarterly task, and it puts it into an awesome, beautiful spreadsheet, which the template's down below, and you're easily able to track their actions. Now, the 5th one I'm going to talk about here at the end is something called Asana. Now, it's a paid product. It can do a lot of the same things that a Google Sheet can, but with a little bit more intensity, with a little bit more, kind of polish to it. But it is a paid for service. So we'll get to that one here at the end. But again, number 1, Google Sheets can run a lot of your business. The second thing I love in today's day and age, there's a craze around AI. There's a million different AI tools out there. But number 2 is I love to make sure that my virtual assistants are using base level AI, right? And what I mean by that is I don't want my virtual assistants playing with AI that makes people into Yetis, or AI that, does something crazy, right? Like I'm looking for my team to have an incredible understanding around base AI, which is, for me, I call base AI ChatGPT, right? So we make sure that my virtual assistants have access to ChatGPT. I want to make sure that they at least have access to a paid account. And then if you have the money to spare, we love a team account. A team account is kind of on the enterprise level. It allows you to collaborate within certain communities together inside the portal. So I have that master account. I send my virtual assistant a user. I have to pay for my account and their account, but you're able to collaborate on projects. You're able to do things in there. For me, that's not even just a virtual assistant thing. My US team is all mandated to have one as well. And so again, Google Sheets is number 1. Number 2 is we are using ChatGPT, a paid version. And again, this isn't rocket science. This video is not supposed to just like deep dive ChatGPT. You can look in other videos where we share our ChatGPT secrets and how we have our VAs powered by AI. That's one of the keys, is making sure your team's using a team version, because what this allows you to do is it allows you to see what they're doing, and it allows you to share folders, versus a lot of times people will give their VA AI and then they have no clue how they're using it. And when it spits out an email or a response that seems super AI-ish, it's like, I didn't like that. So we can teach them how to use AI a little bit better if we're inside a team AI account. The third thing is what I like to call an HR/task tracker. Depending on how you have your VAs, whether contractors, employees, how you have it set up, all options that SphereRocket offers. We love some kind of tracker that's appropriate for that classification. So whether it's time tracking, whether it's screenshot monitoring, whether it's tools like that, we have tools like screenshotmonitor.com. You have HR tools that can track time. I love these tools just for their accountability. I love to know exactly how many hours my virtual assistants are working, right? If you go to like an Upwork or a Fiverr, places like that, they're going to have very similar tools embedded into their platform for freelancers. Most of you guys know my opinion on freelancers, that they're amazing at freelance projects, but probably not what you're looking for to grow your business, on a sustainable level. And so when you use a company like us to find you a virtual assistant, or you go and find one on your own, this is critical, is to have some kind of HR software in place. Now, of course, our clients get access to ours. It's embedded and it's done for you. But again, you just can't have virtual assistants without some kind of core accountability structure from that one. The fourth one I love is obviously some kind of password/security management system, right? This is going to be something like a LastPass. It's going to be something like a password keeper. There's a million of them on the market, but this allows you to share password, allows you to share accesses, and allows you to easily get people in and out of different things that you need them to get out of. Obviously, we talked about number 5, which is Asana. This is a task tracking software. There's other companies like Asana, Monday.com. You even have like free versions like Notion that work really, really well. But we love Asana.com. It's a little bit more old school. It's not as rapidly advancing as Monday.com or even Trello or even those, but it's just, for us, it's all about simplicity, right? We're not always looking at the most fancy software. Sometimes fancy software will kill the productivity of an organization for simplicity. So number 5, we love Asana. Now, if you're looking for a few bonus ones on softwares that we love to use, number 6 is a pretty straightforward one, Canva.com. We love, again, the paid version of Canva.com because this allows me and my team to collaborate on different documents. So whether you have social media people on your team, you have video editors, you have graphic designers, even if you don't have any of those and you just have an executive assistant, we love the paid version of Canva.com because it allows for our team members to go in there, create flyers, create Facebook ads, whatever we need them to create. But the premium version allows you to take a lot better stock, right? So instead of just having normal stock in there, you're going to get access to all the different logos, all the different things. You're going to get access to their AI. So we really, 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 as a bonus, recommend number 6, a Canva account with a paid access, right? Again, it's another thing where I can give them their own login. I can see what they're doing. I can see their projects versus us just using free Canva accounts, which I think a lot of people try and cut the corner a little bit. Now, with that being said, the number 7 tool that I absolutely love is a VPN, right? So if you haven't used a VPN before, make sure to check out NordVPN. There's a lot of reputable ones out there. This just helps your VA get into some websites. So if I need to get into websites in Europe or I need to get into websites in the Philippines, a lot of times they might block, the IP address because, they're just making sure that it's actually meant to be accessed. That's why VPNs are created, is obviously for security, privacy, but also to access in other countries where they want to see it on a local server or local IP. And so if your VA is having trouble logging into anything or you fear they're going to be, the company's not going to let them in if they don't have a US IP address, we use companies like NordVPN. So this was a really quick video. I just wanted to share 7 different virtual assistant softwares that we use that are a part of the job. I would say on average, there's about 10 to 15, whether you're needing things for like calling or messaging. We obviously use Slack. That's one I didn't even mention. It's probably one of my favorites. We'll kind of put a side note. We did build a version of Slack, Asana, and a few others into what we call the Sphere Rocket Control Center, which is launching in the middle of 2026. So my video may change by then, depending on when you're watching this, because we're building all those things into one hub, but that's not done yet. That will be done in 2026. But until then, those are our 7 softwares. 5 of them are my absolute favorite. I would throw in another bonus at number 8 at Slack. We use Slack for a ton of things. I'm sure we'll do another video since I just ran through 8 of them on a video of our top 5. And like I said, there's 10 to 15 that we use consistently. But if there's any that you're really going to make sure that you have, those first 5 are absolutely critical, in my opinion, to not only to accountability, but to structure, success and different things along those lines. So again, Justin Nelson here, owner of Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants. If you're already working with one of our team members considering getting a virtual assistant, you guys can reach out to them to get started with a virtual assistant. If you have not and you're like, I'm really interested in how Sphere Rocket can help me find my dream virtual assistant that can use all these tools to grow my business, you guys can schedule a demo down below. As always, like, subscribe, go watch the other videos on the channel. This channel is dedicated to everything virtual assistants, best practices, tips, and tricks, not only from me, but from my clients and other executives on my team. So with that being said, we'll see you guys in the next video.